Hey guys, well, it is Friday afternoon, time for some lame humor. So I wanted to do something different today. I kind of stumbled across some really funny church bulletin material. These are actually things that have been published in church bulletins, and there's some really interesting stuff. It's amazing how a missing punctuation, misspelled word, or missing letters can really change the message. Here's what I mean. These are all church bulletin postings. Sister Barbara remains in the hospital and needs your prayers. She is also having trouble sleeping and requests tapes of Pastor Nelson's sermon. Applications are now being accepted for 2-year-old nursery workers. I think that probably violates the child labor law. Here's one. This evening at 7 p.m., there will be hymns singing in the park across from the church. Please bring a blanket and come prepared to sin. The Outreach Committee has enlisted 25 volunteers to make visits to people who are not afflicted with any church. You know, they're trying to get new members, that type of thing. A cookbook is being compiled by the ladies of the church. Please submit your favorite recipe and a short anecdote for it. And I'm hoping that they meant anecdote. At the evening service tonight, the sermon topic will be, What is Hell? Come early and listen to our choir practice. Yeah. Here's one. Mr. Bradford was elected and has accepted the office of head deacon. We could not get a better man. I guess it depends on how you look at it, right? Announcement to the Moms Who Care ladies group. There will be no Moms Who Care this week. Jeez, that would be awful. Thank you, Steve, who once again has worked hard to clean the pastor off the basement floor. I'm hoping they meant plaster, actually. Potluck supper Sunday at 5 p.m., followed by prayer and medication. Good luck. The class on prophecy has been canceled due to unforeseen circumstances. The peacemaking committee scheduled for today has been canceled due to a conflict. Of course. Parents, it's Drug Awareness Week. Get involved in drugs before your children do. Yeah, get on out there. Get involved. Pastor Tibbet is on vacation. Personal massages can be given directly to church secretary. I think they meant personal messages. Men's prayer breakfast, no charge, but your damnation will be gratefully accepted. Assuming that was donation. For those of you who have children and don't know it, we have a nursery downstairs. How could you not know it, right? Here we go. The ladies' Bible study will be held Thursday morning at 10. All ladies are invited to lunch in the fellowship hall after the BS is done. For the pancake breakfast next Sunday morning, the pastor would appreciate it if the ladies of the congregation would lend him their electric girdles. Griddles, I'm assuming. The audience is asked to remain seated until the end of the recession. Well, that could take a while, couldn't it? Tomorrow night's program begins at 7. Ushers will be instructed to eat all latecomers. Well, I don't know if I'd want to be late. Here's one. Here's an announcement in a church bulletin for a national prayer and fasting conference. The cost for attending the fasting and prayer conference includes meals. Fasting conference includes meals. What a deal, right? Don't allow stress and worry to kill you prematurely. Let the church help. Yep. Please join us as we show our support for Amy and Alan in preparing for the birth of their first child. Must be a big baby. The 8th graders will be presenting Shakespeare's Hamlet in the church basement on Friday at 7 p.m. The congregation is invited to attend this tragedy. Yep. A new loudspeaker system has been installed in the church. It was given by one of our members in honor of his wife. Well, that was nice, really. Here's one, just a little bit of a suggestion. If you choose to heave during the sermon, please do it quietly. And I'm assuming that was leave. This being Easter Sunday, we will ask Miss Lewis to come forward and lay an egg on the altar. Well, I'm sure the attendants will be up to see that. And lastly, but not least, this afternoon there will be meetings in the north and south sides of the church. Children will be baptized at both ends. Really? Is that necessary? So before we end off today, since we're talking about kids say some pretty interesting things. So there was a first grade teacher in the U.S. that put together a series of sayings that we know, like don't put your eggs in one basket, don't count your chickens before they hatch, things like that we all know. And she let the first graders give answers to the questions. So this is what they came up with. Better be safe than, of course we know it would be sorry, but what they came up with was better be safe than punch a fifth grader. Yeah, you don't want to do that when you're in kindergarten for sure. It's always darkest before daylight savings time. Yep. If you lie down with the dogs, you'll stink in the morning. That was a good answer. The pen is mightier than the pigs. You know, pig, pen, mightier than the pigs. An idle mind is the best way to relax. Where there's smoke, there's pollution. A penny saved is, of course, it's usually a penny earned, right? A penny saved is not much. Laugh and the whole world laughs with you. Cry and you have to blow your nose. Children should be seen and not spanked or grounded. And lastly, when the blind leadeth the blind, get out of the way. Good advice. So you guys have a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon.